So Moses is at the end of his journey. And so he comes before the Lord about this transition that's about to take place in Numbers 27. Then Moses said to the Lord, "O Lord, you are the God who gives breath to all creatures. Please appoint a new man as leader for the community. Give them someone who will guide them wherever they go and will lead them into battle, so the community of the Lord will not be like sheep without a shepherd." The Lord replied, "Take Joshua the son of Nun, who has the Spirit in him, and lay your hands on him. Present him to Eleazar the priest before the whole community and publicly commission him to lead the people. Transfer some of your authority to him so the whole community of Israel will obey him." So Moses did as the Lord commanded. He presented Joshua to Eleazar the priest and the whole community. Moses laid his hands on him and commissioned him to lead the people, just as the Lord had commanded through Moses. All right. So here we go. I just want you to see this. I don't want us to see this. I want us to hear what God has to say to us. As Moses recognizes he's coming to the end, for God has made it real to him that he would not go into the promised land, Moses knew that there needed to be a new leader. I love the fact that Moses didn't just come to God and say, "Hey, take this person or that person," but he said, "Lord, you appoint someone." And so God said, "I will. It's Joshua. Take him. He's got a leadership spirit within him. Put your hands on him and let's use him." Now, I think it's interesting that we would notice that Joshua was a minister to Moses throughout the scriptures as you read it. A man of God, a man of integrity. He had stood true to all of God's things throughout this time. And yet Moses himself didn't put him up as the next possible leader. He just said, "Hey, God, whoever you have, whatever you're doing, you make it happen." And God did. The cool thing is that, Joshua was not really like Moses. In this respect, I'm saying that because God didn't need another Moses to lead the people. Moses had come to the end of his journey, and Moses' gifts and abilities were used to bring to the people to this exact place where they are. But they didn't need another Moses. What they needed next was a Joshua. And so God said, "Here he is. I know what you need." And that's why we look to God for leadership. We do not just look for what we think we need. We look to God for leadership. God provided Joshua. Now we know because we look back in history what kind of a leader he was. He was a warrior, spiritual leader. And so as we see that, this was going to come into a time where there was going to be, pretty consistent battles, wars, conflict that were coming into this season of the nation's life. Therefore, God brought them the leader they needed. Now, I recognize we're not looking for leaders in our life in the sense of what we were talking about here in the scriptures. But I also think that each and every one of us should look at the surroundings around us in our home, the leadership that is there, our workplaces, the church community, those different things there, and look at the leaders that are in place. And then we need to assess how we look for and apply new leaders into positions. Are we looking for people like us? Are we looking for people that we feel comfortable with? Or are we willing to allow God to appoint those people to those places and trust him through it? Let's do it, church. God bless you today.